If you are what you say you are, a superstar, then have no fear, the camera's here.
Hey YouTube, welcome back to Jerry's NBA Talk TV. I'm NBA Jerry, and thank you for watching. As you guys can see from the title of this video, you're going to hear a honest and biased NBA Jerry about how I want the playoffs to go. And I'm just going to keep it real with you guys, because I'm going to make a playoff prediction video here in the next couple of days, because as we know, the playoffs start Saturday. And everybody, all my friends and people on YouTube keep asking me who my playoff predictions are to win and stuff like that. I've said this once and I'll say it again. Prediction to me is a fancy way of saying guessing, or I'm going to guess who's going to win, because that's all you're doing. If you're predicting something you don't know, and all you're doing is guessing. So I will definitely make a video on my predictions or my guess on who's going to win the NBA championship and what teams are going to win in each bracket. But before I do that, I want you guys to know and understand exactly where NBA Jerry is coming from before I make those predictions. Now, let's talk about the Eastern Conference first. Obviously, if you guys are a follower of my channel, you understand how I feel about LeBron James. Or some of you, actually some of you may not, because I've heard a lot of different things. So let me tell you exactly where I'm coming from about LeBron. And I'm going to make this short and simple. I've been following LeBron James ever since the summer after his 10th grade year in high school. Okay? So his 11th and 12th grade years in high school, and then all the way up until now, I've been following LeBron, and he has been my favorite player up until last summer. I have been a die-hard LeBron James fan, and I was a Cleveland Cavalier fan because of LeBron James. But because of all the antics that he pulled, you know, I just felt like I could not back a player like that. He still is my favorite player to watch. I am biased against LeBron James in certain situations, okay? Now, I have to be honest with you. I wanted the Miami Heat to play the New York Knicks in the first round just because I wanted to see LeBron against Carmelo. I got to be honest about that. But it didn't happen. They're going to play the Sixers, the Miami Heat. So if LeBron James advances to the second round and beats the Sixers and plays Boston, I definitely want the Miami Heat to beat the Boston Celtics, play the Chicago Bulls. Here's where I have a problem if they play the Bulls in the Eastern Conference Finals. You guys don't know how I feel about LeBron not going to the Chicago Bulls. I think he made a big mistake not going to the Bulls, and I'm just being totally honest with you. If the Lakers don't go to the NBA Finals, I want the Chicago Bulls to beat the Miami Heat. And I'm going to tell you guys why. I've said it once and I've said it again. LeBron James, to me, made the wrong decision when he went to the Miami Heat. He copped out when he went down south and joined up with Dwayne Wade. I felt like he should have went to the Chicago Bulls where he had a complete team. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that Derrick Rose is better than Dwayne Wade right now, okay? But you can argue that he is. He's playing better than Dwayne Wade right now. So you figure after that, after Dwayne Wade, you got Chris Bosh. And you can arguably say that Chris Bosh is not better than Carlos Boozer or Joakim Noah. It depends on which way you go. And then, of course, the rest of the team, the Chicago Bulls, 1 through 12, is better than the Miami Heat. And I've said this before. The Chicago Bulls without LeBron James is better than the Miami Heat with LeBron James. So with that being said, I want the Bulls to beat LeBron, because I do not want him to beat the Bulls, because the simple fact of I don't like the way he left Cleveland. I want him to lose to the Bulls. I got to be honest about that. Now, on the flip side, I do want LeBron James to play the LA Lakers. I know you guys are like, man, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, NBA Jerry? How can you want him to play in the NBA Finals against the Lakers, but then you want him to lose to the Bulls? Well, let me explain. Kobe Bryant is one of the greatest basketball players that I've ever seen. And I have a lot of respect for Kobe. And I've seen and listened to a lot of people talk about Kobe. And rightfully so. He is shooting bad, and the Lakers losing streak has a lot to do with him, and I understand all that. But the bottom line is he is one of the greatest players in our league and one of the greatest players we've ever seen. And I want to see Kobe and LeBron head-to-head on the big stage. I really want to see that. Do I want to see LeBron play Kobe more than I want Chicago to beat LeBron? Yes, I do want LeBron and Kobe to face each other in the finals more than I want Chicago to beat LeBron. But if the Lakers end up losing in the Western Conference Finals or whatever, and they don't go to the NBA Finals, and at the same time LeBron is playing the Bulls, I want the Bulls to win. That's the bottom line. The only way I want the Bulls to lose to LeBron and the Miami Heat is if the Lakers are going to the finals. That's the only reason why. And I still would probably kind of be mad, but I'd be happy that I get to see Kobe, Dwayne Wade, LeBron James in the NBA Finals. You talking about a high-rated finals if it's Miami and Lakers, because that's what the NBA wants. So don't be surprised if that happens. In all honesty, the Lakers, and I've said this before, they're America's team. Everybody either loves them or hates them. And if you guys haven't noticed this, if you see the Lakers on the road, people are cheering for them. I remember I went to a Washington Wizards game when Michael Jordan was playing for them, and they were cheering for the Lakers in D.C. It was ridiculous. I was getting mad because I was following the Wizards at the time, and I love Michael Jordan, and they were cheering for the Lakers in Washington, D.C. The Lakers are like the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA. They're America's team and the NBA's favorite team. And I hope that the NBA, and I'm not saying the NBA is rigged or anything like that, because I don't know what's going on. I just hope, and you guys can read between the lines when I say this, I just hope that the referees in the league make everything fair when all teams are playing, including the Lakers, if you know what I mean. Because in the NBA Finals and some of the playoff games, I felt like a lot of things were going towards the Lakers' way. I really do. But that's my honest opinion about LeBron James and the Miami Heat. I want to see them go to the finals if the Lakers go to the finals. But if the Lakers do not go to the finals, I want to see the Bulls go to the finals. And I'm going to tell you why. I've loved the Chicago Bulls ever since Michael Jordan was there. That was my team, and that's my first NBA franchise I started watching. And I love the fact that Derrick Rose is really, really humble. I like his attitude. He's a hard worker. And I really would like to see the Bulls go to the NBA Finals if the Lakers are not there, because I feel like they can win multiple championships. And I like the way Tom Thibodeau is coaching his team. I really do. I like the team game. I love the way the Chicago Bulls play. They are a complete team from top to bottom. And they play defense. They have a great player. They got two solid big men. They got a bench. They got a lot of role players. They have a complete team. They have an NBA championship caliber team. And they play the right way. And that's why it's hard for me to go against them. So I would like to see the Chicago Bulls go to the finals and win the NBA championship if the Lakers do not go to the finals to face the Miami Heat.